The biggest story to rock American colleges since the invention of the red Solo cup. It's the college admissions bribery scandal, or as I call it, Bribegate Scandalgate.
Breaking news, a major college scandal. The feds bust up a large-scale scheme helping students cheat on their college entrance exams to get into top schools. Prosecutors say parents paying a college admissions consultant $25 million between 2011 and 2018 to guarantee admission to elite universities. Among those charged are exam administrators, exam proctors, college administrators, coaches at elite schools, and 33 parents who paid large amounts in this scheme. Two of those parents accused are actresses Felicity Huffman and Lori Loughlin. Both have been charged with felonies for conspiracy to commit mail fraud.
Holy crap, this is insane. The FBI has just busted dozens of rich parents for bribing colleges to accept their kids. And not just any rich people, some celebrities. I'm so disappointed in you, Aunt Becky. I mean, I expected this from a desperate housewife, but you? Now, details of the scandal are still coming in, but already some of the allegations are mind-blowing, all right? Felicity Huffman allegedly paid $15,000 to help her daughter get into top schools, and Aunt Becky, get this, allegedly paid $500,000 to get her daughter into USC. And my only question is, when does the bribing stop, right? If you bribe to get good test grades, then surely you have to bribe the administrators, all right? But at some point, people are going to figure out that your kid is stupid. Yeah, they'll be in class like, well, according to President Franklin, 5 is the square root of 81. Be like, Franklin wasn't a president. Well, that's not what President Franklin told me. And you know, this story is so infuriating because rich kids should have to get into college the old-fashioned way, all right? By their parents donating a library. So this is a huge story right now, and not just because of the possible crimes committed, but also because of everything it says about how privileged people get ahead in a country that's supposed to be about merit and hard work. And I wish we had more time to talk about all of this, but we don't, because there's another spoiled brat who's in a place he's not supposed to be. And right now, the top Democrat in charge is saying she's not planning to kick him out.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi delivering a Democratic reality check, explaining why she opposes impeaching President Trump.
Now it divides the country, unless there's some conclusive evidence that takes us to that place.
The nation's top Democrat earlier telling the Washington Post magazine, "I'm not for impeachment. This is news." Explaining, unless there's something so compelling and overwhelming and bipartisan, I don't think we should go down that path because it divides the country, and he's just not worth it.
Wow, he's just not worth it? Oh, either Nancy Pelosi has gone soft, or this is brilliant reverse psychology. Yeah. Because you know, Trump's gonna hear that and be like, what, how dare you? I'm totally worth impeaching. Be like, no, you're not, Donald. Oh yeah, check out my tax returns. And here's my pee-pee tape. Lock me up, lock me up, lock me up. He's totally gonna fall for it. And now look, if we had more time, we would get into how Democrats are divided on when or if to impeach President Trump, and we could also get into whether Nancy Pelosi is really against impeachment, or if this is all just part of a plan so that when she eventually calls for impeachment, it doesn't look like she rushed to judgment and wanted it the whole time. But we've got to move on. We've got to move from the House to the Senate, because today was a very important day. Today, Senator Mitt Romney is 72 Earth years old. And to celebrate, his aides got him a cake made out of Twinkies. And believe it or not, that's not the weird part.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Senator Romney.
Look at this.
When the laughter died down in that clip, that's when everyone realized they were standing next to a serial killer. They were like, it's the twink. Because I'm sorry, blowing out candles one by one, I think we can all agree is extremely weird. gonna lie, he did it with such rich white man confidence that I started wondering if I've been doing it wrong my entire life. Like, he was just like, here we go, that's how you do it. And I was like, yeah, that's how we're supposed to be doing it? And look, I mean, the cake is really cool, and I do get why Mitt Romney likes Twinkies. They're exactly like him. Whites on the outside, but somehow even whiter on the inside. Now look, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to spend the entire show talking about Twinkies and then at the end bring out like a giant Twinkie cake. But we just don't have the time or John Oliver's money. So we gotta move on to the major story that's got the NBA shook. It involves a basketball player threatening to beat up a fan and his wife.
Now to an ugly confrontation last night in the NBA. It happened during a game between the Utah Jazz and the Oklahoma City Thunder in Salt Lake City when Thunder guard Russell Westbrook got in a shouting match with some Utah fans. Westbrook said after the game that the fan was making comments he considered racist and highly disrespectful. Now, the fan claims he was only engaging in a, quote, playful back and forth with Westbrook and didn't say anything offensive.
Got to be a professional. I mean, she was sitting down the entire time. Me and him were just, we were kind of having fun, to be honest. Okay,
first of all, Russell Westbrook, you can't threaten to beat up a woman, all right? This is the NBA, not the NFL. And secondly, to that fan, you can't be talking trash to a 7-foot-tall human being and then be surprised when he reacts. Like, you know what I honestly think happened here? This fan forgot that he wasn't at home watching the game on TV. That's what happened. No, because when you watch sports on TV, you yell at the screen all the time. Yeah. But then when you're there live, the people can hear you. Like, I remember the first time I went to an NBA game, the ref made a bad call, and I was like, open your eyes, ref! And then he turned and was like, what did you say? And I was like, nothing, just enjoy your whistle, mister.